Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 108, and today we are returning with two big games of our Lions as they take on Manchester United then in the Premier League and then face Ajax away in Amsterdam in the Champions League as well. Before we play the games though, shall we be getting on off camera? And of course, in the last episode, you saw our 3-0 victory over Leeds at Ellen Road and our 3-1 loss to Monaco away from home in the Champions League group opener. I played 5 games off camera, and as you can see, 5 wins from 5 to start off what has been an unbelievable beginning to the season. Every single game but that Monaco loss has been a victory. We started the 5 games off camera with our best win of the season so far, and I will probably say one of our best wins of the series so far as well. A 7-0 thrashing of Bournemouth away from home, where Julian Benker, now that wacky kabaki of course, bagged 4 goals in the game. He was just on fire as he scored 4 of our 7 in this one. The first one coming just 2 minutes in, and then just for the breaks where he doubled our lead. You know, going to half time thinking 2-0, you know, I'd certainly take this result, and then the second half we just exploded and scored 5 goals, 3 of which coming in the space of 4 minutes as well. Connor got 1, then Ben completed his hat-trick after a deflected effort made it 3-0, and then got another one as well, 67 minutes in, and then Ricardo Beitanin finally scored his first goals for the club as well. Delighted with that. His first goal, a free kick from a mile out, and an interesting fact about this as well, this goal was voted goal of the month, but it's bizarre because the goal, you know, it was a free kick, it was okay, it was from a while, it was quite a while out, but it actually took a slight deflection off the man on the edge of the wall, the man on the end of the wall I should say, and Galini, the goalkeeper, should have saved it anyway. And this goal wasn't even as nice as the one he scored 3 minutes later when he beat the goalkeeper from range with a lovely left foot effort, curling into the top corner. So that goal, the free kick goal, which I didn't even think was that good, it was quite fortunate really, was voted goal of the month, but the other goal wasn't. But anyway, he scored 2 goals regardless in 3 minutes, and again we managed to score, I think it was 4 of our goals in the space of 10 minutes. It was unbelievable. So what a great win there, 7-0, and our best win of the season so far, and again one of our biggest wins of the series so far as well. Following that, a goalless draw against Southampton in the Carabao Cup third round, but we won this tie on penalties to make it through to the 4th round, where we'll face Ipswich Town at home at the Den in the 4th round. It was 0-0 after 120 minutes, just a really poor game to be honest, and in the shootout, our goalkeeper Fernandes, making his debut, was the hero. Saved the first 2 penalties, set us on the way, and only Nana missed from the spot. Everyone else scored, including Daniel, who scored the crucial and deciding penalty as we won on the shootout. I love the shootouts as well, when all the players and the subs run off and they go and celebrate in the corner, and the opposition goalkeeper just stands there like, oh, please kill me. But 0-0 and a win on the shootout. But after that, 3-0 victory against Chelsea on the weekend at the Den. Another brilliant performance by us, a really, really good win to maintain our 100% start. And once again, Benker got us up and underway, 16 minutes in, making it 1-0 for Ricardo. Got his second goal, his third goal in 2 games, making it 2-0 there, and right for the end of the game, O'Connell got our 3rd goal and wrapped the points up to make it 3-0. The only bad note in that game was that Louise got an injury and sadly is going to miss probably both games today. But following that, a win in midweek and our first win in the Champions League this season, 3-1 against Shakhtar, and we had to get the win in this game after losing the group opener away against Monaco. Libor scored his first goal of the club 5 minutes in, for Benker starting this game, scored once again. The man has been on fire in recent weeks. He made it 2-0 for us 90 minutes in. Ranieri then scored an own goal for us 32 minutes in. A terrible mix-up between our goalkeeper Fernandes and like 4 Millwall players. Every single one missed a cross from Gaspar, and it deflected off the Polish right back and into the back of the net. But Benker did wrap up points though on the hour mark, making it 3-1, and continue what's been an unbelievable streak for Julian Benker. 7 goals in 3 games, and it got even better for Benker and for Millwall in the final game off camera, where we beat Arsenal by 4-0 at the Den. We pretty much always lose to Arsenal when we face them, but this is a really, really big win for us by 4-0, and Benker once again on fire. Bagged another hat-trick for us already. I think it's 3 for the season. He's been on fire. It's his 10th goal. He got 10. His 10 goals in 4 games though, starting with the first of 3 in this game from the spot 6 minutes in. Then Ferinček just before the break made it 2-0, not from a header, but a close range finish from the 6-yard area. Then Benker a minute after the restart made it 2-0 and bagged his hat-trick with 18 minutes to go. latching onto a Ricardo through ball as he wrapped up the points and got the match ball in a run of form where Benker and the Lions have both been on fire. Because as you can see right now, due to the fact we've won every single game in the Premier League to start the campaign off, we're of course unsurprisingly in pole position. 7 wins from 7, 21 points from 21, 24 goals scored and only 3 conceded as well. We're averaging more than 3 goals per game at the moment. We're just on fire right now, and it really is great to see. 2 points clear of City, 4 points clear of Spurs, and also 5 points clear of United, who of course we face today at the Den. But of course a very long way to go, of course, very long way to go, but our best start to a season by far in the Premier League or any competition we've been in. So great start, and long may it continue. Only problem is right now we do have quite a few players on the injury list right now, which is a bit of a shame. Obviously we had an injury problem at the end of last season, and unfortunately it's carried on to this season as well. Right now we're without Beblek, we're without Timon, we're without Louise, we're without McKennie, and we're without Kabaki as well. And Webster is only just getting back to fitness too. So we're missing some really key players here. Timon injured on international duty, is out between 7 to 10 weeks as well. That's a crucial injury there. And of course Kabaki still has between 5 and 2 months. So it's just 5 weeks and 2 months with his broken foot as well. So hopefully we won't miss the boys in the 2 games today. Our first one is Manchester United at home, and let's see if we can extend the 100% record here and make it 8 wins from 8 as we try and stay top of the tree. So this will be our team for the game. As you can see, the current injuries right now, not great. We're starting the 4-2-4 for the game, and these are our instructions. We've got Pekovic in goal, a back four of Nana, Allsop, Ferencik and Pereira, with Marcel Ox, who's really been consistently good at the start of the season, and Paolo, our CMs together. Pingu and O'Connell are on the wings for us, and up top together Benker and Ricardo Beitanin. On the bench, Fernandez, Vacek, Ranieri, Dobby O'Reilly. Webster not really match fit to start the game, but he is on the bench. He's just coming back from injury, and John Reliable Black as well. So first game, it's Manchester United. Let's make it 8 wins from 8 and stay top of the tree. Come on, you Lions. Also, for anyone wondering how England duty is going, we had a further 2 games. I mentioned briefly there the international break where Timon got his injury. We won them both. We beat Wales in the, is it the European Nations League, I think it's called now, and also we beat Poland in the friendly by 4-1 as well. So back-to-back 4-1 victory. So it's, you know, it's picked up. We're 2 wins from our first 3 games with the country, and again, I wouldn't worry too much about this. For those that have been thinking, oh man, it's going to take up too much time now managing the country as well, like I mentioned in the season opener, don't worry about it. You won't see the games. I won't even show you the highlights. I'll let you know what happened if you're curious, but the only England games you'll see is if we get through to a national tournament. Still 0-0 in this game, 12 minutes in, first shot coming from United, and they've started off brighter here. They've had all the attempts, but now we've got our first one and more of possession as well. But can we get our first chance here? Yes, we can, and we got our first goal as well. A set piece delivered by Marcel Ox, who's really been good. We're throwing him in the deep end to start the season off and giving him a lot of minutes, and he's not let us down, the kid. Lovely cross to the centre, Ricardo nods it on, and Carl also with the finish makes it 1-0. Perfect start. That's one of the real big bonuses to Ricardo as well. Not only is he technically fantastic, mentally very good, and physically very strong as well, but he's 6'4", so you can expect him to win a lot of headers as well and be an aerial threat for us too. So 1-0 to Lions, and there is Ricardo right on cue, heading that cross by Marcel Ox just over the bar. Still 1-0, but hopefully we'll end this first half with another goal as well. We've played alright out there. We've gradually eased ourselves into the game, but United played quite good too. Free kick for them, not fully cleared. Then belly crosses. Oh, and Pekovic made a good save from a deflection there, and keeps it at bay. Still 1-0 as we close out the first half. But another highlight here. Very good first half. This Marcel Ox on the ball. Good first half for him. Crosses. Cleared away as far as Paolo. Back to the Austrian. And Ox crosses again. Finds Julian Benker. Goes for goal. And a good save by, no, Lockwood. Actually, it was just over the bar. I thought it was a good save there, but just over the bar. Still 1-0. And that'll do it for the first half. So good first half, that. Very action-packed. Bring on the second half. I'm really rating this kid, Marcel Ox, as well. Only 21 years old. Of course, came in last season. And we barely used him last season. But he got a hat-trick of assists in the game against Bournemouth. And he's not put a foot wrong since he's been in the team. Of course, due to the injury to Paolo, and McKennie's had an injury as well, still recovering from that. He's really had a lot of minutes this season, and he has not let us down, starting for the first time, really, as a first-team Millwall player. Still, 1-0 at the moment. 5 minutes after the restart, as O'Connell is sent down the right-hand side and crosses. And Lockwood fumbles it, and Pingu heads back into play. Beitanin is there, and probably should have hit the target, really, for all the money he's on. You'd expect that minimum. Heads it wide, still 1-0. But it's okay, because he's playing well, and so are we. 6 minutes after the restart. Is there another chance? Benker couldn't pull the trigger, and Manchester United get it clear. And now a chance on the break, perhaps. Figueroa on the ball, trying to get round Nana, and he'll play it backwards towards Lewis Cook. Into number 17, into Dele Alli now, as they try and build themselves a chance here from about 25 yards from goal. Ali is going to go for goal. Easy save, still 1-0. Another chance here for Manchester United here. 66 minutes in, they're growing in confidence. Andre Silva is sent down the right-hand side. There's a man in the middle. It's Dembele, and he's found him. And Dembele makes it 1-1. The former Barcelona and Borussia Dortmund man coasting into the area there. And I must admit, I would have thought that Ferencvaros or also one of the two would have marked him a bit tighter there. They've both got great stats for marking, but Dembele just coasted in, and no one seemed to pick him up. Andre Silva sent down the right side. Also, he was covering Fernando out of position, and Ferencvaros, he wasn't watching. He had his back turned to him. Dembele to finish 1-1. United back on level terms. So Manchester United, look as though they'll be the first team to stop us this season in the Premier League. And the question is, with 8.5 minutes to go, is there a late twist in the tail here? Can they be the first team to beat us domestically this season? Or can we find a late winner to preserve the 100% start? Here's Matt O'Reilly on the ball into Paolo Capango. And the Dutch midfielder with a poor pass there. You rarely say that with Paolo. Normally so accurate, gives it away. And possibly gives Manchester United a chance here to win the game. It's Krom here towards Richard. And he'll play back towards Paul Pogba inside the centre circle. Now back to the number 17 to try and build a chance here. Got to be tight here. Don't want to throw the game away. And as Pingu wins it back from a poor pass, he finds Julian Benker. And Benker to Ricardo Beitanin. Back to Benker, who goes for goal. Oh, what a finish from Julian Benker. And maybe, just maybe, the star man who's been quiet this afternoon has left it late to preserve the winning start. A poor pass saw United surrender possession. Pingu wins it back. Nice ball to Benker. Plays a 1-2 Ricardo. And as Julian receives it, he's had a quiet game, doesn't even take a touch. What a wonderful finish into the far corner, makes it 2-1. Just switch to a 4-2-3-1 for the final minutes to just try and slow the tempo down a little bit and keep the ball on the ground as we try and see out the 3 points. Ferencvaros gets away that free kick, and that will do it. Well, we left it late, but it's that man once again, Julian Benker. You just can't stop him. 2-1 to the Lions, and the winning streak continues. And my word, this is getting a bit ridiculous now. This is getting a bit ridiculous. You know, last season we were in a title race for, you know, a percentage of the season. But this season, I mean, I'll just come out and say this. If we're not in a title race for the duration of the season, I'll be disappointed. 8 wins from 8, 24 points from 24. We can't stop scoring, and Julian Benker is on fire. That is now 12 goals in 5 games. This Austrian this season is reaching new levels, and that is saying something for Julian Benker. He's world class on his own, we know that. He signed a 5-year deal very recently, and he's off to his best start to a Premier League campaign ever. I don't want to jinx it, but this might finally be the year he wins the Golden Boot. He's been on fire, and so have we. What a start. And as Manchester City just beat Stoke by 2-0, they're still undefeated to start the season off for 8 games as well. Can Spurs join us in this club? Yes, they can indeed. So 3 teams are still undefeated to start the campaign off. Us with 8 wins from 8, City with 7 wins from 8, and Spurs with 5 wins from 8 as well. All 3 teams yet to taste defeat to start the campaign off. All 3 teams separated by 6 points as well. It's been a brilliant start to the season, this though, and I'm really looking forward to actually being in a proper title race this season for the first time in the series. Touch wood, as long as you don't throw it away very quickly. But it's been a great start, and one thing I forgot to mention as well at the start of the episode is I've signed a new contract as well with the Lions too. The board knew my deal was expiring at the end of the season, and they offered me a new 5-year deal, and of course I was going to say yes. And if we win the Champions League, you know, maybe one day, I'll get $250,000 for it as well. So a new 5-year deal, 45 grand a week, and yeah, let the good times roll. I mean, I say that not being 100% serious, but to be fair, we do have definitely a very strong chance of being a contender very soon, I would say, because we've definitely got the squad. We've made such great improvements over the past 3 or 4 years. It's just a case of now doing it on the big stage. Of course, last season getting knocked out of the group stage wasn't exactly a great campaign for us, but this season I'm targeting a lot better, and we may have lost our first game, win the second. Now going into the third here away against Ajax, we really do need to make it 2 wins from our last 2 in the European group stage here, and get a big 3 points. So we line up with the 4-2-3-1 as we always do in Europe for this game away in Amsterdam. These are our instructions, and this is our team in a crucial game early in the group stage. We've got Pekovic in goal, back for Nana, Vacek, Ferencvaros and Ranieri, with Dobby and McKennie making his first start since injury. Pingu's on the left, Webster also in his first start since injuries on the right-hand side. No, Riley is our advanced playmaker, supporting the man on fire right now, Julian Benker. Can he score again in another crucial game? On the bench, Fernandez, Daniel, Pereira, Hoffman, Ricardo, O'Connell, and Allsop. That's not right. Did I just change that by accident? John Black is supposed to be on the bench, not Carl Allsop. Okay, so there we go. Second and final game, it is Ajax away. Come on, you Lions, let's keep the good streak going and get a big win here in Europe. And Monaco are coasting to victory in Ukraine already. 3 goals up, just 22 minutes in. And our first highlight is going to come here. Right now, they look as they're going to run unopposed for top spot in the group, as we might have to settle for second place, as Benka, in a half of no chances at all, was running through there. And in the form he's in, the fact he didn't hit the target is a big disappointment. Still goalless, and we blow a golden chance there. And now here come the hosts. Jacobs down left crossing towards Cassier at the far post, and a penalty. A penalty given. The Czech shoves him, and a chance for Ajax to take the lead right before half-time, and this will be a big blow heading into the dressing room. It's Grilic against Petkovic, and the Croatian, who started the season off fantastically, has saved a spot kick and kept it at 0-0. And Monaco are now 7 goals up away in Ukraine. There was me thinking, oh, Shakhtar pull one back. There was me thinking that we could possibly be vying for them with top spot this season, but that is definitely not going to happen now. So the game's coming to its close into the final 2 minutes. Can either team claim a late winning goal here and a big victory in match day 3? It's Haliti down the left-hand side, and he plays it back towards the left-back Vandenberg, now into number 15 as they're working the ball around nicely, looking for an opening and looking for a late winning goal. Shaparenko, great through ball. Oh, and they've scored late on. Wisman or Wiseman with the finish. And with a minute and a half of normal time to play, Ajax have gone in front and maybe getting their first victory of the group stage. And that will see us drop down to 3rd place, just 1 win from our first 3. You know, domestically, we are on fire. But in Europe, just like last season, we started off poorly. We just can't do it in the big stage. Good finish, 1-0, Ajax getting the win. Well, last season, 2 losses in our first 3 games in the Champions League group stage, knocked out in the group stage. This season, 2 defeats from our first 3 in the group stage, and once again, we may be exiting the competition very early indeed. So assertively, I'm going to say that, simply put, was not good enough. We should have won that match, and we've motivated and fired up most of the boys, in fact, pretty much everyone now. So, well, what a disappointment. 1-0 the final score. Benka's scoring run comes to an end, and Ajax get the win and go from 4th to 2nd in the group as we drop to 3rd, and Monaco won by 10 goals to 1 away in Ukraine. What on earth was I thinking about when I said we should be vying with them for top spot? That is definitely not going to happen, and we've got 3 games to sort this out. Otherwise, we are going out of the Champions League. So that will end today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So big thank you for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated, and they really help the channel out as well. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode. And I think we've got to come back for this doubleheader here, surely. Ajax at home in the reverse fixture at the Den, and then Manchester City away at the Etihad Stadium. What a battle that's going to be. What 2 great games those are going to be. Massive doubleheader there in Europe and the Premier League as well. Have a great day, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon. Bye.